Will Woods with Timberwood Scale Models, a channel I've dedicated to the art of plastic scale modeling. Um, Today is January 27th, 2026. It's hard to believe that the month is darn near gone. I figured it's about time I got busy and just updated, at least updated on what's going on. So I will be maybe putting out a video for 2025, what I completed, which won't take long because son of a gun, I only completed, I think, 4 kits. Sad, sad, sad. Mostly my fault that that many kits only. But what I'm going to talk about now is a kit that I really had a lot of fun with. It's the Eduard Spitfire Mark II-A, 1/48 scale, and quite a nice kit. Of course, it's a weekend edition, so there's no photo etch and no masks that are involved with it. Um, it was a great little kit. Um, I bought the kit, and the kit number is 84206, and I purchased it April 5th, 2025, and I got it from Sprue Brothers for $33.49 US denominations. So here in Canada, that works out to a bit more. I started working on the kit actually on May 12th, 2025, and didn't finish it until January 15th, 2026. So I finished it a couple of weeks ago. It was a fun build. There were some things that I learned, though, and here it is, all finished up. Like I said, it was a fun build. I thought the cockpit turned out quite nice. Um, the coloring turned out quite nice. I used Tamiya paints. For the brown and the green camouflage, I did mix them. I don't have the exact colors that I used. I have it written down somewhere. That's one of the things that I hope to improve with this channel is maybe have the colors done up on a sheet so that you could see what I used. But I left the cockpit door open, which is a nice feature. And yeah, it was, like I say, a fun build. I did have some trouble with the underside with the decals because there was so many little bits and bobs that are sticking up. So that was a little more difficult than I wanted it to be that way. Uh, it was, like I say, a fun build. It was so much fun that I ended up purchasing a second kit. Now, the second kit I got from uh, Toronto, and I'll do a separate program on that itself. Uh, what I've done with that kit, though, is I've got a few extra bits and bobs to make it a little bit easier. Um, I went and got a hold of Kit Mask, which is a company out of British Columbia, and it's a couple that run this company, and they do masks for scale models. So I got a set of kit masks for the Spitfire Mark II-A, and my plan is to turn it into Douglas Bader's Spitfire Mark V-A, which is the final Spitfire that he actually flew during the Second World War, as he was either shot down in it by accident by his own crew, by his own wingman, or some say it was an accident. He ran into a Spitfire or a Messerschmitt 109 ran into the tail end of him and he had to bail out. Either way, he bailed out and ended up being a prisoner for the rest of the war, which I'll talk about some more when we get into talking about the build. The other project that I have started is It's from ICM, and it is the ICM 172nd scale F-16AM, and it comes with, it's the Ukrainian Air Force. It comes with the PAG or PAG-14, which is concrete pieces. It's quite nice. So the kit ID number is 72145. I purchased it November 5th, 2025 for $42.99 Canadian. And I got it for right here in Yorkton at Sky's the Limit Fireworks and Toys. That happens to be where we hold our Yorkton Scale Modelers Club meetings. First Wednesday of every month. Joe, the proprietor, the owner at Sky's the Limit, has allowed us to have access to one of their rooms for free. So we get together once a month there. So I started working on this kit January 16th of this year, 2026. So it's just a couple of, well, 10 days ago, 11 days ago. And let me show you more or less what I have done here. It's also going together rather well. I'm just going to show you what I have done. Here's the PAG, what it looks like. It's actually the blocks for the cement. So I will be putting that together. I think it's a nice addition. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to turn out, how that's going to look. So let's see how far we've got. What I have done so far is I have the interior done. Quite nice. Decals. Let's see, I used Army Painter Primer Black, and then used Tamiya Sky Gray on the interior, on most of it. I did up the pilot figure, painted it up all with Tamiya colors again. That's my go-to paint. Most of my paints are Tamiya, and that went together well. I've also masked and covered, painted the gray on the exhaust tube, and I have also completed the landing gear. Well, not the landing gear, but the bay. I have the intake done up here. Quite nice. So again, it was done with, sprayed with a gray, Tamiya gray. I still have some of their paint, which is banned in Canada. I've still got a few cans left over, so I do use them. So it's gone together quite nicely. This is more or less what it's going to end up looking like with the thing done up. I've had fun building the kit, putting it together. And I will keep you abreast or posted as to how it's going. And it's the first jet I've worked on in a long time. If you know me, most of my kits have been Second World War. So this is what it should hopefully start to look like once it's put together. I'm looking forward to it. It's the Ukrainian Air Force, so Ukraine strong. My background, my maternal grandparents were from Ukraine. I've got cousins that know exactly where it is. I'm not sure. So I've got the maternal side is Ukrainian, and the paternal side is Irish. Hell of a combination. So that's where I'm at with this kit. So in closing, it's Wilwoods with Timberwood scale models. If you've enjoyed, for crying out loud, give me a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you want further updates, because I plan on keeping updates going. Subscribe to the channel. I've said this before. Everybody says that it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And I hope you have many great plastic modeling sessions, whatever it is you like to work on, model on. With that, thank you.